Today is a work day at the church. We put out a call for some help, and we've had people show up like crazy. We had families show up, and as you can see, as you pan the garden after a bit, you'll see that a lot of work has been done. It's been all cleaned up, and the guys are out there tilling now, tilling up the spots that didn't get tilled. It was decided several years ago to use this empty ground that was doing nothing out here other than the fact we had to mow it all the time to make some use of it, so it was decided to turn it into a community garden. And we had 45 gardeners out here this year, and it's been very successful. The gardens were all full with the exception of one or two that got left that didn't take them, but it's grown a lot of produce. Anywhere from, I'd say, probably $17,000 to $20,000 worth of produce has been taken out of this little plot of ground this year to not only feed their own families, but we asked them to give away 10% of what they grow. The only cost that's involved, there's no cost for the garden space. We just ask them to make a donation for water. And so far we've come out okay on that. We haven't gone into debt any on water, so everything's working out fine. All of it's been done through volunteerism at the church, the people that have helped out, and I'm not even going to attempt to name names because there's so many people, but it's been very successful, and I'm already getting people calling me now for a waiting list for next year. We see people coming out here in the evenings and interacting with each other. It's become a sense of community even more so than a garden. People talk about different ways to grow things. They talk about all kinds of things. We've prayed with people out here in this garden. God has acted, I don't know, just hugely out here because there's been a lot of ministry that's gone on. So it's got people away from the television set, a place to go in the evening to talk to others, and it's just been a lot of fun and a lot of community. Even if I'd let all the gardening go just to see the community take place. The families out here, kids are playing out here, they're running around, they're learning things, they're learning how to garden. A lot of the food has gone to Mount Hope, to Omega Shelters for Men, to the food bank, and just to your neighbors. I know Tom has got several people that he's giving food to. We just share. That's the main thing we do, is share.
When Gary was retiring from the Sentinel, I felt led to go in there, and I prayed for him for he'd find something to do. And God led him to this ministry, managing the community garden, and I think that God has blessed both he and Twyla, and blessed many people in and out of the Countryside Covenant Church with these community gardens. I've prayed several times with Gary since in the garden. I've prayed with 4 or 5 other people out here. They have a problem, they talk to you. I've prayed with a couple people that just came by to ask a question, and it led to prayer. I had a homeless guy that came for food and let him pick in the garden. So it's been all kinds of blessings that have come out of gardening here. Yeah, a lot of sharing, a lot of opportunity for ministry, and a lot of therapy for the gardeners.